They say that a magician never reveals his secrets. And in some ways, I like to look at my own closet as one big magic show. There's what you see, and all the little tricks behind the scenes it took to get to what you see. So, why am I revealing my secrets today? Well, let's just say I believe that everyone deserves to have a little magic in their own wardrobe.
What is up, YouTube? If this is your first time seeing me, hi, hello. My name is Fran. I am a fashion blogger and I love to create content on styling, trend reports, hauls, but my all-time favorite thing to do is to give tips and tricks on how to cop luxury styles or just generally fun trends affordably and easily. So, for today's video, this is a topic that I have been asked for so long, both on my Instagram, franceslrbeltran, and my blog, hauteheaded.me. You guys are always asking me where I go to find all my luxurious clothes, how do I get them, especially since my entire philosophy, the whole core of my blog and my entire personality is that anyone can channel chic for cheap. So where do I go, how do I get them, and all that jazz. I will be answering all those questions by giving you guys all of my secrets in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before I dive into the very first tip, let me just put a quick disclaimer out there that when I say luxury styles, I'm not just referring to designer brands. I'm not just referring to stuff like Louis Vuitton or Burberry. I will be kind of widening the definition of luxury styles for the purpose of this video to encapsulate anything branded or anything that looks luxurious. So with that, tip number one is something that I am so passionate about, and that's why I had to start this list off strong. Make use of buy and sell apps. Alright, let me put you on something. If you have not yet used this app, now is the perfect time to. I am a big fan of the app Carousell. It is this online marketplace where you can find tons of different things, lots of clothes, lots of personal goods, basically a wide variety of items are on sale on this app. So this is usually known for being like a second-hand place, but something people don't realize about Carousell is that it's not just purely second-hand items. There are so many brand new items on the app that people overlook because they might be turned off by the idea of secondhand, which I understand that some people are. So let me tell you that on Carousell, you can find tons of brand new items under the new category. Like there's a filter and you can click new. And why is that so? Because there are so many situations where a buyer purchases something online and when it arrives, it's not the same size as what they were imagining. So instead of returning it, because sometimes these return policies or these return processes are very tedious, very much a big hassle, they instead just sell it on Carousell for maybe like 50 pesos or 100 pesos cheaper. But if we're lucky, you might find that they sell it for way less, like 50% less, if they've had the listing up for a while. And you know these items are brand new because they come with tags still on and their receipts, and sometimes the original packaging if it never even came out of it. So I have been so lucky to find so many instances of clothing being sold under this kind of circumstance, and this has been my go-to online shopping destination ever since I realized you could do this. And I have literally found so many of my holy grail items through this app. Now, still talking about Carousell, I'm going to address something that you guys have also been asking about. You guys always ask me where I find so many of my vintage designer pieces, and yes, I do get them off of Carousell. Naturally, many of these vintage pieces aren't exactly cheap. I'm the type of person that feels that 500 pesos is already pretty expensive. But if you think about how an item in retail would maybe cost over thousands of pesos, then 500 is quite a good bargain. And lots of times you'll find vintage pieces being sold for very reasonable prices on the app. And it's been an amazing experience for me to find these things, so I just had to put you guys on. So, if you like a certain brand, do your research and find out who owns the brand, then follow them on Instagram. Why am I suggesting this tip? Basically, many designers sell their unreleased pieces on their personal accounts. So, especially if these accounts are public, this is a great opportunity for you to be able to snag these one-of-a-kind pieces affordably. Also, if it's not one of a kind, I found that many designers actually sell their same products on their brand page, on their personal page, sometimes lower. I'm not sure why it happens, but I've just noticed that many designers do this. So I definitely recommend that you do that. Get acquainted with what makes a certain piece unique and find the right dupe for it. This is something that I always do, and I have to admit that it's kind of one of my biggest secrets when it comes to choosing the styles for my outfits. So what I'll do is if I found a brand or a style that I'm really attracted to, but if I don't want to get the exact designer piece, I kind of break down what makes these pieces unique, and then I find dupes that sell it like for less. So my example is Orsi & Iris. I'm a huge fan of their brand, and I love their corset tops, their bustier tops, and I love the visible underwire thing that they have going on. So now that I've determined that it's basically the structure and the colors that makes it as unique as it is, then it's so much easier for me to find similar pieces online for way less expensive. And sometimes, if I'm lucky, it's even a local brand. So I get to support local and not break the bank. So it's a complete win-win. But if you really, really want this exact piece from a certain brand and you're debating, will it look good on me? Like, will I really shell out this much if I'm not so sure if it will look great on me? Then believe in the magic of Shopee. Even before I was a live streamer last April, I was buying so many of my favorite tops from the app. And if you guys want to see a haul on that, let me know in the comment section down below so I can work on that for you guys. But yeah, I loved Shopee so much, and I still love it until now because a lot of their sellers really do produce the trendiest pieces. So you can find so many luxurious styles on Shopee if you just know where to look.
She's a Mona Lisa.
Very similar to a previous tip I already said, and this is to channel the style, not the brand. So when I say this, I mean look at a brand that you really like, look at their trademark style or what you like most, or the most defining feature about the collection of a brand that you like, and adapt that style when finding your own dupes. So in my case, I'm a huge fan of like the vintage Chanel runway. So it was laden with tons of tweed fabric, tweed blazers, tweed skirts and dresses. So instead of trying to find like a fake Chanel tweed suit somewhere, I just go for tweed pieces in general. And this has helped me so much because everyone kind of recognizes, or most people recognize Chanel to be related to tweed. So if I'm wearing tweed, without me having any Chanel logos on me, people have a tendency to relate that to the luxury of Chanel style. Make it yourself. Guys, this is something I am obsessed over because I am a huge DIY kind of girl. My very first video was me literally recreating Bella Hadid's outfits by DIY, and I've come to realize that DIY has saved me tons of money because I'm able to get similar styles or sometimes the exact same style that I'm looking for just by adding a few cuts and ties to my own clothes at home. So in this clip you see from my previous video, I'm just wearing this button down that I cut out the back of, and it is an automatic dupe of the RUMI backless crop top, and I saved myself so much money. Mine was basically free and I didn't have to spend the same amount as the retail version, and it was a fun time. I had fun DIYing it and I'm gonna have so much fun wearing it. If you can't make it, then have someone else make it for you. You will be surprised how so many luxurious pieces, especially from Instagram brands from abroad, you'll be surprised how expensive they are because of the marketing and the branding that comes with it. But the actual production of the piece is not that expensive of a process. And I know this because I have had so many custom pieces made for me that have been based off of like other designs, and I have gotten it for such a good price. If you are at any point intimidated by the idea of having something custom made, do not worry, because it is a really, really easy experience. Nothing to be intimidated about whatsoever. In this photo from Bench Fashion Week, I'm wearing this whole blue ensemble that was inspired by Hailey Bieber's pink outfit, and the piece that obviously stole the show was my organza pants. And where did I get these? If I got them from the same place that Hailey Bieber got them from, I'd probably be super broke right now. But I just got mine custom made by the Instagram store, Simple So. I adore them. I have so many pieces made by them, and the entire custom making process was hassle-free. I didn't even have to like get my measurements done by them. I just measured myself with like the tape measure, sent them the stuff, and it all came out so well. And I got all of my custom pieces from them for less than like 700 pesos. So super great, and all these pieces are obviously one of a kind and just for me, and super luxurious, especially if you put your own bougie little twist to it depending on your taste. And for the final tip, make use of outlet stores. So if you've never heard of an outlet store, it's basically the place where brands dump all of their excess supply or surplus pieces that didn't sell during the sales in like the mall chains. This tip has saved my life when it comes to shopping, because my family, we like to go to the one in Laguna. They have so many outlets of different brands there, and there's one place there, I believe it's called Brand Smart. The name could have changed over the years because I haven't gone recently, and they have all the different SSI stores there. So you have Zara, you have Stradivarius, you have Pull&Bear. My personal favorite is this houndstooth skirt from Stradivarius that I got from that outlet store. And on the tag, meaning in stores, in the mall stores, it was being sold for around 1,500 pesos, but I got mine for 500 pesos because it was being sold in the outlet store. I have also used this tip when traveling abroad or when shopping abroad. I was so blessed to go to the States with my family last summer, and it was an amazing experience because I was exposed to so many outlet stores. My favorite pair of Calvin Klein jeans are straight out of a Calvin Klein outlet store in America. And if I had bought that here, those jeans being part of like, I believe it's like their legacy collection, I could be mistaken, but yes, being part of one of their trendier collections, it would have cost me easily like 3,000 pesos, but in the States, it was 1,000 pesos. I was also able to get those trendy bralettes that all the Instagram models have, also from the Calvin Klein outlet store, and amazing. They were basically 1,000 for 2 pieces, so super good price. It's completely a globally approved tip, and you can use it anywhere you go, and it's super effective. And that ends our video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing all my little secrets for how I get all the fun luxury clothes affordably. And of course, I completely understand that not everything here is exactly considered cheap, but that's why I have to emphasize that most of these tips are to help you get a bargain out of what would usually cost you thousands and thousands of pesos. So these are definitely tips that you can utilize no matter what price range you have to get anything you want just for a little bit more affordably. So I really hope it helped you guys, and if you guys want to see more stuff like this, please make sure to leave some likes below. And of course, like I mentioned, if you'd like to see that Shopee haul I was talking about, or a carousel haul, in case you guys want to see those like vintage luxury items that I've bought, then please make sure to comment that down below. I love reading your suggestions. If you want to find out where I got each of the pieces, I have included all of the links in my blog post below. The link to the article is in the description, so so just check that out. Make sure to also follow all of my socials. My Instagram is franceslrbeltran, my blog is hauteheaded.me, and my TikTok is Haute Headed. I'd love to see you guys on all the different platforms. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video, and remember that anyone can channel chic for cheap. Bye guys!